Greetings and welcome to week 2. The focus of this week, more than anything else, and though we'll cover a number of topics, is the idea of power. What makes a state powerful and what makes non-state actors powerful as well. So the focus of the week is power. This book by Paul Kennedy talks about the rise and fall of the great powers, what allows a country to become powerful, and then at a certain point, why does the country start to lose power and begin to decline? We talk about that because in your first lecture you're going to go through a historical story, really, of different balance of power equations over the last 200 years, and a question that is being asked in international affairs circles all around the world is, what role does the United States play in the world today? And is the United States' preeminent position of power fading? In this book by a guy named Fareed Zakaria, which I mentioned in that lecture, he argues that though the United States will remain the most powerful nation in the world, it is losing relative power to countries like China, specifically China, India, Brazil, and Russia, United Europe. So, the book's called The Post-American World, not meaning that the United States is not going to be a critical part of the international system, but just saying that its position of absolute dominance is fading. We're going to also talk this week about a number of different non-state actors in the international system, the international organization, non-governmental organizations, multinational corporations. Now, in that context, we look at those different players and we say, okay, so if the nation state is the dominant power in the international system, which we learned in week 1, then what makes those other actors powerful? In this book, which is also mentioned in your lecture number 3, the power of the United Fruit Company is chronicled, and a multinational corporation that really in many ways controlled certain parts of the United States government. So we look at power within the nation state, but then also in the other players in the international system. The final book that I'd like to show you is a book called Fateful Choices, and this book goes through the years 1940 and 1941, and it takes 10 decisions that were made by leaders and the effects that those decisions had. And what this book shows you, and also I think what the President's State of the Union address shows, is that leaders only have so much power. And especially in a democratic system, leaders have to have the public and the legislative branch supporting their decisions, or those decisions can't be made and they can't be implemented. So the question is, what power does an individual have? And is it realistic to think that Barack Obama can become President of the United States and change the way things work within the United States and around the world in the course of a year? Or are the forces too big for him to be able to make those changes the way he wants? So we will look at power this week. The power of the nation state today and historically, the power of the different players in the international system, the power of individuals, and whether single individuals have the ability to make large change in a short amount of time. Also, this week, we will begin on Monday, a week from yesterday, our study of theory and the importance of theory, and that will finish this week too. Other things to be thinking about. Journal, blog are up and posted on the web. Follow your daily notes. The one addition to this week that we didn't have last week is that you will have a geography quiz on the states of the Middle East. You will get more information on that as the week continues. Please feel free to email me anytime you have any questions or if there's anything that I can do for you. Thank you for being a part of the class. Have a good week, and I will look forward to seeing you online. Take care.
Okay.